Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody.
Hari Om Swamiji. Hari Om Swamiji, Sadar Pranams.
Everybody can hear?
Yes, Swamiji.
Everybody can hear?
Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. Yes. Yes, Swamiji.
Yes. So, what is to be shared?
Divine play.
Huh?
Divine play. Divine play.
Divine play.
Divine play.
When we talk about divine play, so many totally disconnected with our daily life. It might come. So the best way to understand the divine play probably would be to go by a simple suggestion by Pujya Swami Sachidananda Ji. All of us can now think about it. He said, yes, for a sadhana sadhana is there for 24 hours. What does it mean? Normally, when we take to Ram Nam chanting, when we attend the bhajan program, when we try to hear satsang like this, when we do some reading of any scriptures or the words of wisdom by Mahatmas, we categorize it as a part of our sadhana. The rest of the time, we don't bring it as sadhana. Whereas Puja Swamiji, a sadhaka has to be a sadhaka for 24 hours. So what does it mean? We may not be able to live up to 100%, but at least we should have some clarity in a word. It might help us. First of all, let us try to understand what does it mean. What do you feel? A sadhaka has to be a sadhaka for 24 hours.
Whatever we do in our daily life, that is puja. And that work is given by God and it is done by Him only. We are simply instruments. And every work is given by God only. So we have to accept it with love and do as a puja.
Excellent. That is one aspect. But how to make it in our daily life? This is nice. This is what we have to reach. This is the ultimate goal.
So we have to keep 24 hours in our mind that this is puja. 24 hours we have to keep on thinking that this is puja,
that is
this is
right.
puja.
Practical side. Practical side. That is the ideal side.
Right.
Try now what we do right from the moment we get up. And how to now integrate this dimension.
Yes.
Not an ideal, not a tall thought, a philosophy.
Mm. We do with happy. We do every work with love and happy mood.
What we are, we are trying to understand is this principle is what is to be achieved. Then we are 24 hours, we are in sadhaka. Now, how to put it in practice, now and here.
Yes.
Swamiji, whatever we do, whatever we say, bring divinity to everything,
We
Swamiji.
should do this. No, again, no, normally we say we should do this, we should do that, that is, again, it will be only a future one. After the program, we will forget about it. So we now try to dig out a method by which, to some extent, 1%, 5%, 10%, whatever we have now, we have said, right from the everything is treated as a puja and article. Goal to reach. So how to make it from this moment onwards? From this moment onwards. So that we will now try to chalk out or draft out a method which we can try. We may not be successful in doing it 100%, but we may be able to move to a direction. What is the
bringing divinity,
and
ultimately bringing divine dimension to everything, Swami.
Again, that's a principle. We are trying to bring out a methodology. Now,
Swamiji. Swamiji. Everything we do with a touch of love, with a touch of perfection. Knowing that everything is being done by him.
That is our philosophy, 100% agreed. No difference of opinion. We are now trying to bring out a methodology by which all these things are expressed in our action. Let us try to omit this word. We should do that, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this. We have been telling this, for decades. But there is something that is preventing us. So we are trying to bring out a methodology by which these ideas which our Guru has given, how to make it a reality in our very life, now and here. Is the question clear?
Very, very clear, but we are unable to answer, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji. Question is clear, but we are not able to answer. Yes, question is clear, Swamiji.
Now, again, let us try one example. Let us try an example. Now, God is facilitating us to hear these words. Now, God has been extremely gracious enough to make our mind receptive to this thought. And God is pushing us to dwell on this. This is what is happening now. Instead of we are sitting before the laptop or computer or tablet, we are hearing, somebody is talking. Instead of that, we are now trying, now itself. He has been out of his love for us to make us understand of his presence within us. He is facilitating us now to dwell on these aspects of his presence now and here through the equipments he has brought through his creation. He has given us a body, mind, intellect equipment fully charged with maximum efficiency. He has brought out all these gadgets. He is prompting us to dwell on these vital aspects. And then to see that is the methodology. Like that we will, every moment. We need no tom-tom. But somewhere in our conscious state, this should be there. And how do we remind ourselves from the usual common run of our thoughts? Bring it back, Ram Nam. Papa used to say, Ram Nam, Nama is the link between us and him. So Papa used to say, Rams will be done. We will say, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. So we are trying to connect up to this truth, that at this particular moment, he is making us to think about him. He is facilitating all that is needed for more on this aspect, so that his presence is felt now and here. When we try this, the tangible gain is the me and mine is not there to prevent us. The moment the me and mine comes to play, this passive voice will not happen, that he is facilitating us. I have switched on this tablet. I am speaking. I want to convey this. Like that, it goes on. The same act. Now he is making us to think it is not like that. How can you put it in practice? You are a sadhaka 24 hours. You would like to experience the divine play. So he has given us a lot of ideas. Puja to him. Everything should have a touch of love, touch of perfection. Now and here, how do we do that? He has provided everything for us. Yesterday we came back from Sadhana Kendra, Puja Swami, Chandra Swami's ashram, where he dropped the body. We came here only to go then Shigesh to an ashram. So day for yesterday, morning we shared some thoughts. Then afterwards at 11 o'clock, a bandara was arranged. More than 1,800 people were fed. We were made to sit there and watch. Whatever we have now shared, one by one it came. The volunteers or devotees of Puja Swamiji, how lovingly they received the villagers, how they were led to the place where they should sit. But first, how they were led to the place where flower was given to them, and everybody offered the flowers at the holy figure of Swami Chandra Swami Maharaj. And then they were lovingly led to the place where they should sit. Whole area is clean. An army of volunteers. They took up one by one, and it is not throwing. All these we were watching. Touch of love, touch of perfection, touch of dedication, touch of gratitude. understand. It is not a talk. No, that it is available everywhere, but by His grace, He made us to see through that perspective. And the outcome was inexplicable bliss in our mind. No? Even now, when we sit here, we are reliving those wonderful moments. He again taught us through that everywhere you can find His play through His creation to make us know that it is possible. Any act that we do, if it carries these 4 dimensions, divinity becomes perceived. Kindly think about it. We are all now fully equipped with a lot of philosophies, guidelines, directives, words of wisdom, everything He has already fed us. Now, at the time of entering into the activity, none of us can keep quiet right from morning until evening. He has made us to involve ourselves in various fields. Some are in the family field, some are in the professional field, some are in the social field. So all of us are in different varied ways we are involved. We are involving ourselves. How to maintain the finger of visualizing or experiencing the finger of God. So today He made us think about Puja Swamiji's words that for a sadhaka is a sadhaka for 24 hours. He committed to a particular place time. And it was point, how do we understand the divine? When we are trying to understand that our sadhana is not to be limited to anything, at the same time the sadhana is to bring in the dimension of sadhaka in everything that we do, probably it might lead us to this divine. Now and then having a glimpse of the divine plane. Now and here, no? Don't postpone. 3:30 to 4, Google Meet session. No. That is for the outer language. Here, providing an opportunity for us to dwell deeply on how He becomes expressive. He makes us to dwell. He is always with us. He has been with us. Behind every thought, every word, every deed, it is He and He alone. Intellectually, He has equipped us with all that is needed to know this. But when we come to the practical side, there are still some gaps. Why some? Lot of gaps. So now He makes us to fill up that gap. Knowledge and action are intertwined. They are not separate. All are necessary. Bhakti, jnana and karma head, heart and the hand, These are all the practical terms, Big words, karma, jnana, immediately, we may have many concepts. But in order to understand the activity of the hand, activity of the head and the activity of the mind, Activity of the hand relates to karma. Activity of the internet knowledge is handled by our brain. And activity of the devotion at the devotional level, it comes at the heart. Yes. Heart and hand. Suppose we bring all these words instead of big words, we might be able to understand where there is a harmonious blend of these 3, head, the heart and the hand, there we fulfill where we feel any spiritual personally feeling that's up in our mind, whatever name. So to have this integration, to have this harmonious blending, that will help us to know that our sadhana is for 24 hours. That will probably pave the way to understand that everything is in play. Let us try it, no? Let us not say, I will start doing it. No. We have to do it now and here. Anything that we have, He has provided. All of you must be having inquest of God now, no? Do you have any with you?
Yes, Swamiji.
Anybody who has got easy access to the text?
Yes, Swamiji.
The last page, 37th
Yes,
chapter, last page. And the last line, last paragraph.
He's just opening the file.
When Papa's Purvasham wife, mother, asked him to join back to the samsaric world, what was Papa's answer? Somebody can read it?
He's just opening.
Slowly you read what you should hear.
Samsaric world. Last chapter, Papa entering the mass. Now he reached Mangalore. Ramdas was staying at the mud. Okay. Oh mother, it is all the work of Ram. Ram alone has feed humble Ramdas.
Slowly.
Oh mother, it is all the work. It is all the work of Ram. Ram alone has freed humble Ramdas from the bonds of samsaric life, and he resides now at Ram's holy feet. He is now the slave of Ram, and prays to him always to keep him as such. To trust and acknowledge his supreme powers of protection over all, and believe that he alone is the doer of all actions and possessor of all things. He alone is the doer of all actions and possessor of all things, is the only way to be rid of...
Wait. You go through that again and again. He is the only doer and the possessor of all things. You think about this particular word. We are trying to understand how to bring in spirituality in day-to-day life, how to feel that I am a 24 hours sadhaka, how to experience the divine play. These were the questions he today brought it out. And he is now answering through a simple answer that Ram, he is the slave of Ramdas, slave of Ram, and he is the only doer, he is the only possessor. He is the only doer, he is the only possessor. He is the only doer through his forms. He is the only possessor through his forms. The forms are there, forms are not there, they are there. But he is the doer through the forms, through you and me. He is the possessor of all things through us. If start thinking now, to remember this as much time as possible. Agreed, we may not be able to remember throughout our 18, 19 hours of waking state. Doesn't matter. when he facilitates us, we will be able to do that. Now he has given, at least with all the limitation he has imposed on us, he is also giving us this idea. No? So now he is watching us to what extent we are trying to implement it, even for a minute, even for 5 minutes, even for 10 minutes, even for half an hour. This is how he gives us the dosage. So that we demolish the compartment. When he was asked by his erstwhile wife to come back to the samsaric world, he answered, everything, there is no now, later on you will all know, no, mother also came to Kasaragod ashram, and even in Anand ashram, and Papa had, in one place, had she been alive, probably she will also be living in ashram. But the relationship will be what he has with everybody, that's all. That's the only thing. So these are all some clues, Sadhaka is a sadhaka for 24 hours. How to become aware of the divine play. These are the two things that came up today. And now he is slowly answering. Now for us, we should not be content with or satisfied with this answer, because then it parts of our academic exercise. It will be filed in our memory. But next moment, what are we doing to do? So that is why we have to evolve a methodology which can be straight away implemented. Are everybody clear of what we are trying to share?
Yes, Swami.
Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. Yes.
So we want to now evolve a method. Now and here. Enough of all these teachings, rituals, what happened to us, we are looking back. Some fine-tuning is necessary along with whatever we are doing it. And as Swami Ranganathanji Maharaj says, we cannot be 100% yogi straight. 5% yogi, 10% yogi, 15% yogi, 25% yogi. ठीक है. So whenever we are bringing this dimension in all tiny little thing, right from the tiny little thing to the grossest thing, whatever experience we get, that is going to become the incentive for us to sustain this movement. Not from outside. We are looking up to guidance from outside. That is why we have found, we are always saying we should do this, we should try doing it, we should be able to see him in everything. All these expressions came because we are always thinking about something which we have not tried, we don't try at all. That means, to be more blunt, we are trying to put ourselves on a process. From now and here.
Swamiji, if I say at this moment he's making me listen to you and he's making me understand how to feel his presence all the time. This way in every moment I keep on thinking, it becomes here,
Correct.
Now and here.
Like that. After that, the mind goes, what doesn't matter. We have made an attempt. You remember when Papa shared, what is God's will now? He said, at the moment, his will is that Ramdas should get up, go to the carpenter shed, oversee the work, come back to Panchavadi, sit there, wait for the meal. That means every act, every thought, every act, every word is coming from him, is coming from him, is coming from him. We need not tom-tom. We can use the active voice while we are expressing, but this has to become a practice within our mind. And how do we know that? That he has answered, that he is the doer, he is the possessor. He is making us to now bring out these words. He is now trying to convey to many of his creation through a creation of his inanimate creation, like a tablet or a computer or a, what do you call this? Laptop, Wi-Fi. We have not done anything. Through his selected instruments, he brought one by one, facilitated us. People who are sitting in different countries, in different places, where we all join together and think about one common aspect. Can we imagine 15 years back or 20 years back such a privilege? Think what all he has made. So he is the doer. Papa says, he is the doer, he is the possessor. That particular word, we should come back to again and again. Ram is the doer, Ram is the possessor. So Ram has been bringing out all these things for enabling his creation to think about him, move towards him, and the journey itself will become joyous. He wanted us to enjoy that. He makes us to witness such situations. Anybody doing anything for somebody, immediately we are happy about it. Just think, don't just appreciate that individual or institution. Where lies the mistake? In order that I get boosted, I get initiated, I get involved in such type of expansion, God is facilitating me to witness, to involve. Today we went to the Bhojanshala for our meal. Normally we were not permitted. We are given separately. So today morning we went there to the Bhojanshala and we were watching the meticulous care and concern of everyone involved in that activity. Nothing in a half-assed, slipshod, clumsy, irregular manner. Everything was with a touch of love, with a touch of perfection, with a touch of dedication, with a touch of gratitude. And everything quietly went on. Everywhere he makes us to see this. Suppose we appreciate the individual, we appreciate the organization, we appreciate the man in charge, we lose this. But suppose we try to see the finger of him, and he is providing us an opportunity to watch, not to praise, not to appreciate, not to commend positively, but to take it as it, enjoy it as his play. Mirabel is a divine play. What is the divine play? This is a divine play. So we start from now and here. Then every moment, the moment we think we share, he makes us to relive this moment. That means what we enjoyed there, it is still there, coming back again and again. And to that extent, the mind gets purified. Because the me and mine is not stepping. So from this moment onwards, let us all earnestly pray to him. We have understood that you are providing everything. You are the possessor, you are the actuator, everything is understood. But the moment the session is over, we are back to the me and mind level. And we see other things as things, persons, and situation. We don't bring you into the picture. Though theoretically we are 100% convinced. So how do I do that? Now I make a big. He gives us the clue. Right from now, at least for one, we will say, he has facilitated. He is making us to think. He is making us to talk. He is making us to hear. He is making us to sit. He is making us to look. He is making us to hear. So we requested Shraddha to read the last portion. And the last line also is very interesting. What is the outcome, Ramdas now leads a life in serenity, What is that word?
Serene life. Serene.
Ramdas stays by Ram's command in a cave called Panch Pandav Cave on the Katri Hill and lives there a serene life, devoting his whole time in talking about, writing off, and meditating on the all-loving and glorious Ram.
Swamiji, one doubt, Swamiji. When he is making me listen, he is making me talk, he is making me bring this question. Is he not making me? Is he not bringing the thoughts in my mind when I am chanting?
Everything is here. We are trying to accept the reality, Why this question? At times he makes us to forget him. At times he makes us to remember him intensely. At times he makes us the me and mind to arrogate. At times he makes us to subdue the me and mind. Like that,
I mean, Swamiji, when we are chanting, when the thoughts come to the mind, it is also his play, right?
It may be difficult. Initially, it may be for 5 minutes only, okay. But we got the technique, He's not coming from outside. If you are looking for an answer from outside, it will never go and get registered in our mind. But when we make an effort to do it, even for a shortest possible time, it has got a direct impact because we experience that, a glimpse of it. One more suggestion that came up now. With this background, if you go through the outpourings of the cave, the last portion in Quest of God. Shraddha, open?
Oh, Swamiji, it's open, Swamiji.
3 or 4 even. Walk, talk, sit, stand, eat, that particular point.
Yes, Swamiji.
What Ramdas should eat, should talk, should hear, should say everything.
O Ram, thou art father, mother, brother, friend, protector, knowledge, fame, wealth, and all. Sole refuge thou art. Make thy slave merge always in thee alone. O Ram, what thy slave Ramdas should do or should not do must be determined by thee alone. He is bewildered, he is helpless. Make him resign all to thee. Let him live, move, have his being in thee. Let him eat,
Slow. Let him live.
Eat. I'll repeat. O Ram, what thy slave Ramdas should do or should not do must be determined by thee alone. He is bewildered. He is helpless. Make him resign all to thee. Let him live, move, have his being in thee. Let him eat, drink, sleep, move, sit, stand, talk, think, look, hear, smell, touch, do everything in thy name and for thy alone. O Ram.
Now stop. It has covered all our activities,
Yes, Swamiji.
Has it covered all our activities?
Everything.
So this is what we are trying to achieve. So every time when we feel we are moving away from the sadhana, we try to go, look at it, read it, absorb it, pause, reflect upon it, again come back to the field of activity. Again we do one or two, again we forget, again we go back. So some device, he has given everything in a platter, practical. We don't have to remember any slogas, any theories, nothing. He goes directly to the life's activity, and he tries to make me thine and thine only, forever and ever. Whatever I talk, let it be an offering to your holy feet. What is that word?
Let whatever I do be a fitting offering at thy holy feet.
Whatever I do be a fitting offering at thy holy feet. Now you write it and place it before us. Then again read this. Whatever I talk, whatever I hear, whatever I think, whatever I sit, whatever I sleep. No, let me see you. Again you read this. Close, think, reflect. Next moment what we do, we will try whether we can, whether the mind is trained to bring it in that. And when the mind refuses, pray to him, cry to him, appeal to him. Again do that. Think. A practical method of divinizing all our activities. We have heard all these big words. How to put it now and here. Let us not bother whether we are able to keep it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour. Whether it is for 1 minute. Whatever is done is a plus point for us. In one act, we are in a position to bring that, we are gained. Is it becoming clear?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
Clear.
Yes,
Now and here.
It's not only becoming clear, Swamiji. Actually, most of us, whatever we are doing, we do it with Ram Ram instead chanting, but no results seem to be coming.
So the Ram Nam chanting goes on a different plane. Whereas Ram Nam chanting should be to remind us of this particular purpose. Ram Nam chanting is not for chanting. He doesn't want our chanting. He has given us the Nama only to remember him. So to bring him into the picture, he has given us the holy and all-powerful Ram Nam so that whenever the mind struggles, we chant and then we pray to him. You are there, why are you making me to forget about you? Why are you making me to think that I have done this, I am doing this? Whereas I know that if you are not there, I am not there. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. So Ram is the word that links me to him. To hammer this truth, Papa has given us this holy and all-powerful Ram. So when we chant, during the particular session, we don't bring all these dimensions in our heart. So now you will start bringing these dimensions. Hey, President's Party. There we go. President's Party.
Sharmaji, your mic. Where are those we were feeling previously that whenever we do something with Ram Nam, whenever we do something with Ram Nam, the whatever action we do, it is purified. It will not go wrong. So that way can be we have been doing like that.
No, that is perfectly all right. That is the truth. But is it? Are we feeling that everything is going right? Then we have to correct our perspective while chanting. That's all. Nothing should be stopped. Because so far the Nam has led us to this stage. The only thing is some fine tuning is necessary. Unknowingly, unwittingly, we have taken it as a session which is disconnected with our daily life. Right. Now we know we are through Ramnam, we are reminding of the force that makes our life life. The living is possible because of that force. I have forgotten, I have assumed that I am the doer, I am the possessor, I am the enjoyer, I am the sufferer. So in order to bring back the original power behind it, I am given this wonderful name. So as a practice, as much time as possible, we try to chant. Need not necessarily sit and do it. Wherever we are going to do it, we get one chance to remember him. We will not miss it. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. One, done. It will be credited to our account. This is a tendency gets developed. This is how the credit goes. Whenever we are relatively free, automatically the name will come. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The link is being established. The sense of individuality is playing, but every now and then it needs some hammering, some drawing, some pulling, some device by which, it is linked to him. So today we are entering into the practical side of spirituality. We are watching ourselves, how long we have been doing this. No doubt it has given us a lot of plus points. All of us have by and large been leading a simple life, trying to help as many people as possible. We are free from attacks of so many cravings, infatuations. We have been blessed with so many satsangs. He also makes us to remember many of his words of wisdom. And he makes us to enjoy Ram Nam while we are chanting. All these are towards our credit side. On the debit side, in spite of all these things, the insufficiency is felt. Something is missing. That is always there in our mind. We have not been able to maintain his constant remembrance. We have not been able to maintain, to become aware of his hand behind anything that happens. So how to now fill the gap? That is the struggle before us. He has placed. So today, he made us to dwell on these vital aspects, to make a beginning right now. Then many of his quotations, it becomes very, very relevant, very charging. Behold divinity in every aspect of this world era. Verily it is he at play behind our being and creatures. He is the great provider, and he who trusts him is never lost. The world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offer us immense possibilities for self-improvement. Nay, the world itself is Guru or God. All these words, which are directly linked to our daily life, professional life, family life, social life. It is not disconnected with any of these. And every day he praises challenges. Or we may fail. But out of 100, one he will make us to succeed. And he will make us to remember how did we succeed in that one out of 100. That will give us the incentive to stretch it to another one. He will make us to witness how people tackle in different situations. He will make us to observe people who have got this level-mindedness, equanimity. He will make us to observe people who are selfless, who are perfect. One side he may give challenges. Another side he will make us to do that. Because unless these challenges are given, we will not be looking up to this side. Enough is enough, we will say that. I had enough of this. So now we slowly realize the validity, the relevance of anything that we have even marked as adverse. Slowly. At one go it will come. Slowly. Later on you will slowly put two and two together. Just now, prior to this satsang, with one of our friends, he was asking how did Ananda come into being. So that night incident where two people, God prompted them to go and strangulate Mataji with an intention to kill her. That was the instrumental cause of Papa to leave everything else from the Kasaragod ashram. And then coming to Ananda ashram, coming to Ranjangarh, how the land was offered, how Ananda ashram came into being, how you and I started coming there. Now we understand, there should be an instrumental cause. At that time, when we hear that, it will be shocking for us. But now we realize it is shocking, no doubt, at a particular moment, but such things are necessary for this world play. That is why we always remember Vinobaji's words. Our effort is first to see divinity in Rama. Later on, that should enable us to see divinity in Ravana too. Think. So it covers the whole activity, the field of activities. So when we say divine play, it is only divine play that is going on, but we are not aware of it as a divine play. We have put some suffix and prefix, some labels, good, bad, desirable, undesirable, favorable, not favorable, noble, cruel, So like that, we put some label and then stop with that. But now he is slowly making us to realize through wonderful quotations and then stretching it and realizing it, not because he said we are accepting it. Papa doesn't want us to accept just because he has said. He wanted every one of us to do the reflection and see the reality behind it. So today's take-home message is this, that we should try our level best to start from now and here. Swamiji, one doubt. Because we are qualifying ourselves as sadhakas. So sadhaka is not limited to Ramnam chanting or temple worship or ashram worship or sadhyay time or satsang time. But right from the moment we get up in the morning till we retire to bed, all our activities should carry the stamp of this divinity. This is the principle. Now we make a move. When we take the brush, we apply the paste on it. When we brush the teeth, when we clean the brush, when we place it in the object, a touch of divinity, a touch of gratitude, a touch of perfection, a touch of love, a touch of dedication. We will start from that. Or when we get up from the bed, the folding is unfolded and all these things are kept in an orderly way. So like that, one or two or three or four we will make. That means we are bringing this dimension. Papa's these words, never on a clumsy, irregular, half-hearted way. Slipshod, half-hearted. Everything will bear the stamp of perfection, stamp of excellence, because it's a dedication. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. We keep on hammering this truth so that we try to live up to what Puja Swamiji suggested. We are at
24 hours.
Not during a specified time.
Swamiji, one doubt. Swamiji, what is the important role of sadhaka, Swamiji? Sadhaka. What is the important role of sadhaka?
Sadhaka means, we are trying to see the finger of God in everything. At the moment, we are not seeing it. We are seeing it as things, persons, situations. And we name these things, persons, situation is this title, good, bad, favorable, unfavorable, gaining, losing, and then we mentally suffer, mentally enjoy, mentally suffer. This goes on. Now, as devotees of Papa, he is asking us to bring in this dimension, that everything is ordained by him. So we will not we will try to avoid putting this label. Anything happened, though it is very difficult for us to accept, somewhere we try to accept there must be some reason why it has happened, why he behaved like this, why I lost it. There should be some reason. Like that we will slowly try to bring this in our daily practice. Okay, more of it day after tomorrow. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram.